And Rodney Eade, it has been a pretty one-sided affair, there's no question about that. And Matthew Lloyd suggested before the bounce that he might be in for a fair afternoon, and it's panned out that way, although we have made comment that it hasn't all been young Luke Livingston's fault.
Oh no, not at all. I think obviously, and he hasn't had great supply, Lloyd. There's a couple of leads, but it's generally been a one-on-one contest, which is just his experience and his strength. I mean, Livingston's only a young lad, and I think the thing is, Essendon are just winning so much ball in the midfield, and they're rotating their midfielders. They're giving them a break. Johnson had a rest that quarter, so did Hurd, and young Hunt's doing well. And you can just see here, just he shepherded the ball off. That he kept Livingston on the wrong side, and he's just a very smart player as well as being a terrific player.
He is, and he's got, as we said, he's got so many strings to his bow. He does lead so very well. He's got the best hands on a hard lead, I think, in the competition, as we'll soon see, although this one may end up on the... No, that's right, there's an indicator of that. He's a lovely converter, so he doesn't have to stay within 35 metres. He can lead long and hard, but also body to body. He's a wonderful player. James Hurd and Simon Beaumont have been side by side for most of the game. Hurd went off in the second half of the second quarter, and it's been a great contest between the two players.
Yes, it has. Hurd's had his plenty of possession. Probably hasn't done anything mercurial that we probably see week in and week out, but I think Simon Beaumont's done a terrific job on him actually, and he's worked very hard, and I think if Beaumont's got to stay on Lloyd from now on, he was their top possession winner of the game up until he went to full back, so that's another midfielder that they're going to lose.
Well, we've had the ISO camera on the two of them at a few stop plays, and just let's have a look at the way that Simon Beaumont plays James Hurd. He hasn't tried to be shoulder to shoulder with him at the stop plays. He gives him a bit of room, and then he decides, once the ball's going to be decided in the air, then he'll make a decision on where he has to go. And you roll the dice there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You see that Beaumont's off from Hurd, but I guess you've got to weigh it up pretty quickly, just what your ruckman's doing when you work that out.
Yeah, for sure. And I think with the ascendancy that Essendon have got in the ruck, I certainly would play him a bit tighter, I think.
Let's have a look at some of the match stats. It'll, again, tell a pretty one-sided story, I would imagine. And in almost every department, they have been absolutely dominant. Marks inside 50, I'm not sure, we might have to check on that, but I think Essendon have taken far more than that. They've been dominant inside their forward 50, and they've been very efficient going forward as well.
Yes, yeah, they have. I think they mucked around a bit for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes during that second quarter. They tried to get the perfect pass, but once they got back into the gear and got the ball in quickly, because they've got a height advantage and a weight advantage up forward, and they're certainly taking advantage of that.
Well, they've got a lot of work to do. The Blues have only got a half of football left for season 2002 to try and salvage something. The Bombers marching into September. We will take a break and update you on the other side of the break. The big game between West Coast and the Kangas at Monaca for the final spot in the final 8. Canberra, and it is an enormous game as well. The West Coast Eagles playing for their football life. The Kangaroos playing for a position inside that top 8. Let's have a look at all of the first half highlights.
Slick to Cousins. Wide ball, Blakey mops up. Good pressure by Simpson there just to force the turnover. Blakey about to pump them back inside 50. It's a high ball and over the top. Brilliant goal kicker on the run. Kicked one gem here to win the game earlier this year. And he drives that through, the opening goal of the afternoon. Ball in. He'll get the takeaway through traffic. Judd spins around, kicks the ball, goal! He's gone through. Can't trap it. Through traffic with the handball by Braun. Peter Matera. And he puts it through. The West Coast Eagles in front. Peter Matera, nice knock on. Chance for McDougall. The first gamer, beautifully through Teague, long kick, free man inside 50, and it's Phillip. Space out the back of this one if they flick it out there. Taken out of the air nicely by McDougall. Can he pick it up, Cousins? He can. Half court, shrugs the ball and kicks the best of the afternoon. Sinclair, inside 50. West Coast have the numbers. Nice piece of movement and a shot at goal. Corey Jones, you're a genius. It might come in his direction. It's going to Jakovic. He takes them up.
Well, he's not going to get any possessions if the delivery is as poor as that. He was in position, should have been a flat kick. Here he goes. He's got one.
Fights on to David King. Okay. That's not a bad snap at goal. Not bad. Not bad. Bounces to half forward. High kick towards the top of the square. Modlop thumped it down. Beautiful play, Dan Kerr. West Coast back in front. West Coast Eagles must win this game to play a part in the 2002 final series. Simpson kicks to half forward. King from 50. Long drop punt. 55-metre kick. I hate to tell you, Kangaroos back in front. They've got the loose man on the outer side. Bad bounce for Taylor though. Thumb clear of him by Rawlings. Colbert, Harding, inside 50. Dying seconds and he kicks the goal.
Well, it is a seesawing battle, no question about it. 13 points the margin at three-quarter time. David King with 4 goals for the Kangaroos. Phil Matera with 4 for the Eagles. Can they hold on and win an unexpected spot in the top 8? It would be a wonderful coaching effort by John Worsfold if they're able to achieve that. We've got a game here, though. 47 points to Bombers at half-time. We'll take a break and be back with all of the second half action. You are watching AFL Sunday.
mightn't be back out. Oh, no, Christo's there, but Camporelli, I think they only got 2 on the interchange bench, who's probably another midfielder, so they're going to lack some run, which is obviously one of the Bombers' strengths at this stage.
It is indeed. Let's just cross down to the boundary with Dr. Peter Larkins and Michael Roberts before the start of the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, something interesting has just come out of the MCG. Usually Weg does premiership little cartoons for the Blues, but, well, this has been circulating around the ground and not a bad little caricature of it.
Don't go near the cheer squad, Robbo. Don't go near the cheer squad. They'll fix you up.
Yeah, boys, we won't see Scott Camporelli back today with a right hamstring injury. We just saw it just before half-time, so there's another runner gone for Carlton. And Ian Prendergast with the shoulder injury. They've strapped him up, so he's now got a matching pair of shoulders. He's had AC joint troubles on the other side, so it doesn't look too severe. I'll expect him to get back out there in the second half at some stage.
And, Robbo, can I have that for my office, please?
No worries, Ed.
Thank you very much.
Beautifully done. Second half. Last half of football for Carlton this year. They trail by 47 points.